What's up guys, Intellitech Mobile here, and to celebrate 1,000 subscribers on this channel, we've got a very special unboxing. Now, ironically, one of my most popular videos, one out of my two most popular, well, let's just say this. So my two most popular videos are based off of two subjects. One of them is based off of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and the other one is the Xbox 360. So, what better way to celebrate 1,000 subscribers than all the subscribers and how they got here, by how you guys got here mainly, by combining those two topics into a machine that I've been wanting to unbox on camera ever since I bought it about 5 years ago. This would have been 2019. So yeah, almost like 4 or 5 years ago. And I've never unboxed this on camera. Now, this is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Limited Edition Xbox 360. Now, this is the special edition of the Xbox 360 that was released alongside Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And this is an Xbox 360 Super Elite bundle. Now, at the time, with the original model Xbox 360, the 250GB hard drive was not the standard like it was on the Slim. The standard for the Elite model was 120 gigs. So the 250GB drives were often referred to at the time as Super Elite bundles, because the hard drive's even bigger than the standard Elite. So this is a Super Elite bundle, and it comes with the system, 2 black controllers. The actual system is modeled off of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's an all-black console with a black disk drive, and overall a very sort of muted but interestingly colored aesthetic with writing and text on it, all related to the game. A 256GB hard drive, a headset, the composite video cable, as this was the point in the 360's run where they got rid of the combination component and composite cables, and they also got rid of the HDMI, so you unfortunately just get a composite cable, and you have Ethernet. Of course, this is a Jasper motherboard from 2009, so you have the most reliable Xbox 360 variant that was ever produced, and you do have HDMI as well, but it does come with an Ethernet cord, so no Wi-Fi. Now, I haven't opened this in a while, so I forgot exactly what all comes with it. The only thing that I know it doesn't come with was the game, because when I bought it, it had everything with it, I think, except for did not have a copy of the game. So here we have I bought an extra copy of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and this is a period correct copy. It does not contain sales information or anything like that. It's copyright 2009. This is the original launch edition copy that you would have gotten with this unit, and you'll know because the later versions will have a badge that says top seller or something like that, and this is even predating the platinum hits. And it'll have something related to the sales up here instead of related to the Infinity Ward and the action moments and all that. And also, there's some versions of that have a different disc. So this version is the standard tan disc. There was a later version where the graphic is a dark kind of charcoal gray, although the case itself was the same, but the actual disc was a different color, so it didn't quite match. Although, ironically, that disc matches this console more than this disc does. So, and I just realized I don't know off the top of my head what my other copy looks like off the top of my head, so I'm going to go grab it and see. So ironically, I just went and checked on my other copy of Modern Warfare 2. This is the one I've had for many, many years. As you can see, I paid $19.99 for it back in, what was that, September 9th, 2012, or at least that's when this was priced out. Now, I don't believe I bought this because I didn't have a 360 yet. This is probably my dad's copy, and I probably acquired it. So this is actually, ironically, the exact same copy as this one. So this one's also a launch copy, so I guess I thought I was going to be able to show you the two different discs, but apparently not. They're both the same. So, and I'll show you where this would have been inserted in the box should you have bought this brand new. Now, as we can see the soldier on the front. On the side, we've got graphics from the game. This is very heavy, so I'm trying not to drop this. On this side, it shows what all's included. We've got the main system, 2 standard black wireless controllers. These are the same you get with any Elite console, unfortunately. These are not colored. 250GB hard drive with black trim, and the disk drive also has black trim, so it's all black. So even the silver, the parts that would have been silver on the standard Elite are black, except for the drive badge. And for some reason, it says the hard drive includes games and demos rated E through T. Of course, this hard drive has likely been wiped, so it's not going to have those on there. and it comes with the standard edition of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And of course on the bottom you got some regulatory information, and on the back you've got essentially the exact same thing, just with the game rating, DVD Region 1, sorry I can't say that. And unfortunately this box is pretty mangled. It's not going to be in amazing shape. I mean, again, this box is, let's see, 2009, so what is that, 14 years old? So yeah, give it a little bit of a break. It's obviously not going to be perfect, but nevertheless, let's open it. So right off the bat, you can see right where this game would have stored. Now, when you bought this, I believe it's this one, but I believe it was this one, because there's a little slot here where the game would have sit in. Of course, it's snapped, but the game would have sat likely somewhere in here, and there's a certain way it would have sat in here. Well, maybe it wasn't this one. Maybe it was the other one. I know one of these. Maybe it was this one, where the disc actually sat. Maybe that's not it either. I know the game fit in here somehow whenever you bought it brand new. But when I bought this, the game did not come with it. I can only assume that someone bought this. I kind of have a funny feeling that maybe this person wanted to buy a copy of Modern Warfare 2, saw that they were all out of stock, and just said, F it, I'll just buy the entire console and just take the game out of it and set the console in my closet in case my actual 360 dies. Sorry, I just kicked the tripod. And whenever their 360 inevitably didn't die and they upgraded to an Xbox One, they threw it on eBay, and then some idiot like me bought it. So that's that. Now we're going to remove these pieces of packaging. This one has a little thing where you can see the serial number from the other side. And if we pull out the console, so we can gently push this aside for now. And this still has the new console smell, although it's obviously been opened. And you can see it says welcome in a bunch of different languages. I love old 360 packaging. It's just so nice. So we're going to pull this out. Okay. So here is the system. Joint Task Force 18B 11786597. You've got the Infinity War logo. Of course, you got the standard etched Microsoft and Xbox 360 logos. We've got TF-141, the 2 from MW2, high speed, low drag, Task Force, I don't know why it's not focusing, Task Force 141, I don't know why that's not wanting to focus. The wide angle lens on this phone isn't as great as the main lens, but I couldn't figure out any other way to get this in the shot. And we still have the plastic on the tray, and the plastic on the tray reads, "Do not move console with disc in tray." Yeah, do not move console with disc in tray. I learned that lesson the hard way because when GTA 5 launched, my 360 that I had just recently gotten from GameStop had that issue. And I went to go move the system, and it destroyed my copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. So, not great. On the top, we can see we have the 250 gigabyte hard drive with the shiny black trim, so it doesn't have the chrome trim the normal hard drives have. And this one, of course, I'm going to cover up the serial number. But as we can see, this one, the manufacturing date on this one is, if it'll focus, it does not want to focus. Come on, focus. I don't have a third hand to manually focus this. Please focus. Please focus. Come on, focus. It just refuses to focus. So I guess I'm going to have to, we'll switch it to the main lens. And then now we can see. There we go. So the manufacturing date is September 14th, 2009. Now this one, 12 volt, 12.1 amps. So this is, of course, a Generation 2 Jasper. So this is the second iteration of the Jasper motherboard, which has the smaller, much more compact power supply, which is identical in size to what would later come on the Slim 360s. And we'll see that in a second. So we got the main system. We'll gently set this aside, as I obviously don't want to scratch and scuff this up, because I don't plan on using it. Got Care for your Xbox 360, and Explore your Xbox 360. So this one just says Xbox 360, this one says Xbox 360 Elite, and we've got what appears to be some type of a mailing card for warranty, and a little thing telling you to register your 360 online today. That's good. Got to start here. Jump in. Xbox 360 Elite. See, of course, it shows you everything that's in the box. Now, this is standard from every 360. It doesn't show you the second controller or anything like that. This is pretty typical. So, Xbox 360 console with hard drive, composite AV cable, power supply. You can see that's a small power supply, power cord, Ethernet cable, wireless controller, AA batteries, and a headset. Shows you how to connect it to your TV and how to connect it with the power brick and how to connect the Ethernet cable to your router. And also how to insert batteries, how to sync up the controller, and how to get started with the new Xbox Experience dashboard. So you jump into this still smells new. Jump into Xbox Live, start playing, of course, to put in a disc and all that. And that is it. Need further assistance? Xbox.com/support. Doesn't even show you how to connect an HDMI cable. This is copyright 2009. So that was, of course, updated for this unit after they removed. Once they switched to the Jasper, they gave you a better quality motherboard. They gave you a 360 that actually won't die, unlike the previous ones where they got rid of all the extra TV hookups. So you had to buy those separately. Although this was at the point when there was a price drop, so at least you got, you know, some sort of price drop to go alongside that at least. Okay, so now we're going to gently scoot the box back forward. And the 360 is stable enough I can rest the edge of that box on here. And we can open this up. And we got a ton of bags. A ton of bags. Oh god, this smell just smacked me really hard. Wow. I love that smell. So there is our power brick. Tell it's actually a lot smaller than the original 360 brick. And we can actually see through the packaging. This one is 12.1 amps. Now, I think this bag isn't sealed, so we can open this. And as we can see, it's still bundled up. Jasper, and this is the smaller power brick from the late model Jaspers. We also have the vent holes that were added on the late model Falcons. So there's many different 360 power supply variants. This one's the very final variant for the original model 360. And this only works on Jasper units. Does not work on Falcons because it has an extra tab on the top, and then it obviously doesn't work on Xenons or Zephyrs because it also has that, and Opuses as well. So we got that. Still smells new. Tells you the LED status. All that stuff. Quite nice. I'm gonna put this back in because my main 360 that I use is a Jasper Elite, but it's technically, I believe the power brick I have hooked up is one of the bigger ones. But since I already have one hooked up, I don't need to actually use this whenever we plug this console in earlier. I'll just use my existing cables. So that's one less thing I have to set up. Okay, so we'll set that over there. Over here we have it says connect, so I assume, okay, well there's this bag, which is, this says talk. So I think the headset might be missing from this package. Oh, so this one's actually still taped, so I'm not going to open this. But this appears, it says connect, so I assume, and that's connect with a C, not with a K. Yeah, this is definitely an Ethernet cable. Original Xbox 360 Ethernet cable. So I'm not going to open this, but I will show you what that looks like. So if you're wondering, the genuine Xbox 360 Ethernet cable looked like this. I happen to have another one. And then the headset looks like this, only where the white parts are obviously black instead of gray. Again, this did not have a fancy headset with it. It just had the standard basic black headset. This package, I believe, let me rephrase that. This package, the Modern Warfare 2 package, came with the standard black headset that all the Elites came with, which would be the updated headset with the volume control in the middle instead of the objectively better one that's on the part that you plug into the controller. But they did that so that way you could use this simultaneously with the chat pad. So that's that. So we've got that. So it appears this also isn't complete. So this... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I may have jumped the gun a little bit. Okay, so I don't know. This might have been one of... Okay, we'll figure out what this bag was supposed to be. Maybe the power cable? It says talk. And this one says... This one also says talk. But it was only supposed to come with one headset, so I'm not sure. Okay, so this is the headset. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. Damn, that sucks. So that just snapped clean off. And this is still new, too. That's what sucks. Wow. Because this has never been used. It's still bundled up and everything. That's... Yeah, and that's supposed to... Because it has this piece in here that's supposed to... You're supposed to be able to adjust this. Maybe I can glue this back? That's not going to hold. Yeah, that broke clean off. Well, on the bright side, since these ear cups aren't faded, like because these are supposed to be like a light gray on this, but they always turn like an orangish yellow. So I suppose I could find a headset that needs these foam pieces and transfer them over. So at least this is usable for something. Well, I mean, then again, this would well, no, because there's not really any way to hook this over your head. Maybe if you... Yeah, there's not really a way to do that. Okay, well, that headset is... It's ironic. A lot of people dog on these headsets, but other than the obvious, you know, brittleness of them after all these years, I actually really like these headsets. Because they're nice and lightweight, they only cover one ear, which is all you need. I always just used the default 360 headsets because I really enjoyed them. Although, that's not going to happen with this one. So that's unfortunate. But if there's anything that's going to be broken in this package, I'd rather it be this, because this is just a basic headset. There's nothing special about it compared to this unit. So technically, I could find a new old stock headset, put it in here, and then that would complete the package. So, not too bothered by that. But, so we'll open this up. Kind of use that to prop that up. And here we've got our composite cable. I mean, it's just a basic composite cable. Nothing to say about that, really. It's crap. You shouldn't use it. There's no real reason to. Unless, of course, you're using this on a CRT. In which case, sure, but... if you're going to use it on a CRT, chances are you're going to be using it on a CRT that supports component anyways, if you have an HD CRT. And if not, the 360 supports S-Video as well. So, but I guess if you're using it on a CRT that only supports composite, then you can get these. But considering how cheap these AV cables are, you might as well just get one that also does component with the switch. So, trying not to mess up this box. So this is the power cable, it looks like. Yep, just a two-prong, just a gray two-prong power cable, nothing special about that. But I still wanted to show it a little bit. So this does have both controllers, it looks like. So it looks like the only thing that was damaged was the headset. So it looks like it has everything. So I'm not sure what that extra bag was all about. Because it has a headset. Maybe there's just an extra... Or maybe that bag had... No, because that wouldn't be the right size for the game. I'm not sure. Was that supposed to come with two headsets? Nope, just one headset. Okay, that's weird. I mean, I guess I'm not complaining. But yeah, of course we got two basic black 360 controllers. Ooh. Gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful, brand new, with a piece of dust on it. Oh, we've still got the little piece of paper in there. And the plastic on there showing you to insert batteries. Xbox 360 wireless controller. Yeah. It's kind of strange to me how the black controller still has gray accents, even though the Elite consoles always had black accents. So ironically, the Xbox 360 Slim controller, the S controller, that was all black, matches the Elite more than this controller does. This controller doesn't really match any version of the 360. Because the 360 Slim controller matches both the Elite and the Slim equally, because they're both all black. Wow. The 360 controller is the best controller that's ever been produced, in my opinion. Especially once you feel an OEM brand new one, like you can't beat this. Now, of course, it's not perfect. The packs these days like to fail a lot. Pretty much all the ones we get in at work have bad packs where they just won't properly recognize batteries. But you buy like the third-party aftermarket ones that have the engraving on the batteries of the battery direction, and those work just fine. And then also of course, people like to tear up the sticks. Of course, the rubber nubs are always the first thing to wear off, and then eventually the coating starts to wear off even more. And sometimes the rubbers, people just yank off the rubbers entirely. So then you have to put those caps on to kind of sort of make it work. And you got to put like the really tight ones on, but it still feels a bit mushy as a result. And of course, these bumpers do like to fail a lot. But other than that, this is a solid controller. Of course, it's not perfect, but... And I love how there's no internal battery. So there's no worry about a lithium battery expanding or exploding or having any issues. Just AA's. Sure, you get battery corrosion, of course, but you can even use rechargeable AA's and have the best of both worlds. And of course, they make the packs that are rechargeable, but I don't know if there's any company that still makes packs for these, like actual rechargeable battery packs, because obviously all the ones that are a decade old now are completely flat and the cells don't hold a charge anymore. So, you know, that's kind of a problem. But for those of us who still have the charge cables, I wonder if there's companies that still make new batteries. That being said, I still prefer using rechargeable AA's because I like not having to plug something in to charge. This could easily be an hour-long video, just me raving how much I love the 360 controller. But it's not going to be. This will be it, and that'll be all. Brand new. I mean, I can confidently say that's brand new, even still. And of course we have another one. Let's see if this one has... Oh, this one still smells new as well. This one also didn't have any usage on it. Okay, good. No, but yeah, so again, these have not been used at all. These, period, are brand new. Because you can tell when a 360 controller is used. It has dust all in the D-pad. Thumbsticks will start to feel not smooth. Bumpers will start to get funky. Look like dirt. We're getting all these cracks and crevices with the trigger. Like, people just abuse the crap out of these. But this is beautiful. I forgot how good a new 360 controller feels. I actually regret not buying a couple brand new ones back in like 2014, 15 when they still sold new 360 controllers. I think my logic at the time was that they only sold the basic black ones at that point, and they discontinued all the special editions. And I already had 2 black ones that were in good shape. Which, yes, is very sound, obviously. It makes financial sense, but it would have been nice to have one of these. But I have 3 of these new controllers. The reason why I say 3 is because I have a white one as well. Which maybe I'll probably unbox or unwrap that in a separate video. And that's all she wrote. So that's everything this machine comes with. Now I think the only thing left to do is to package all the accessories, because obviously well, maybe I should, I don't know, I'm really tempted to not turn on one of these controllers, because then it would technically be used, and I don't really want to like mess up this piece of paper or all that. Yeah, because I don't even want to get that out there without ripping it. So, and both of these, I guess I could grab a different pack maybe and put it on this. We'll see. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet, but for now I'm going to hook up the 360 itself, just in place of where my current 360 is, so since I can use all the same cables. And we're going to boot this up and see the dashboard, because once you see the dashboard, I think you'll be very happy. So real quick, before we actually power up the old new 360, we do have my setup for the current 360, which I'll show you just in case you're curious. So I've got my Jasper 360 Elites in one of these little 8-cube organizer dealies, and I have it right here on the side, mainly just because I find that it stands up really nicely in this unit, and it complements my top-loading NES and PlayStation 2, although usually I have a Super Nintendo here. And I've got a little dinosaur succulent monitoring the entire setup, as well as my fiance's iPod Nano. So we'll go ahead and remove this and put the MW2 360 in its place. Now, for obvious reasons, I'm not going to hook up the Ethernet cable to this, because as many of you know, if you plug in a 360 that's on the old dashboard to the internet, or put in a disk that is from after the time period of the dashboard being updated, it will attempt to update the dashboard. Now, it's going to prompt you. You can obviously say no, but if you accidentally say yes, your console is updated, and you know, that's pretty much that. So we're going to go ahead and power this on. Gorgeous. So there's the old school. Wow. Yep. So there is the old school Xbox 360 dashboard. Now, as I mentioned before, I don't want to mess up the controllers, so I decided to use a modern controller, just to kind of to point out a little point that even the newer controllers with the transforming D-pad, there's no restriction in relationship to firmware on these. So even the latest 360 controllers that are compatible do in fact work on even old consoles with old dashboards. So we're going to sync this up real quick. Of course, since this is a fat model, there's no fancy sounds or anything, unlike the Modern Warfare 3 edition, which is underneath the TV, which I meant to do a video on prior to this, right when I got it, but I, alas, cannot find the power brick for my 360S. as I don't use any 360Ss in my house. I use all fat models. So this is synced up. You can probably see, I don't know if you can hear that. I'll turn the volume on my TV up. On my god-awful Samsung TV. I really hate this TV, but that's not the point of this video. So, let's see. So we've got... Probably hear that. Of course, it's a fat 360, so the sound of the 360 itself in many cases drowns out the noise coming from the TV. But... So we're on the Welcome tab, 1 of 4. So we've got What's Hot, Xbox Essentials, a new Xbox experience, so we can replay the intro video, and you can of course hide this channel, which I would never do. My Xbox. So open tray, sign in, game library, video library, music library, picture library, Windows Media Center, and system settings, which we'll click on this, and oh my god, I love this sound. I love it. Yep, 1080p, of course. Of course, the date is 2005, just because that hasn't updated. System info. Copyright 2008. So this one is dashboard... what does this say? So this is dashboard 2.0.7363-0. I assume most people just refer to this as dashboard 7363. That's my understanding of it anyways. Go to memory. Unfortunately, this hard drive has been wiped. Yeah, so nothing on this. Yeah, no profiles, no items, so there's nothing to explore on this. But yeah. So game marketplace, video marketplace, friends, inside Xbox, events, and then of course welcome. I will admit, the categories they chose on this dashboard is a little strange. Having a separate marketplace for games and video, that makes perfect sense. Having a separate section for your friends, that makes sense. Inside Xbox, that makes sense. I'm not sure about this events thing. I'm not sure why that's a separate tab on here. But I absolutely love this interface. And one of my favorite parts of this is not only do you have the cool graphic of the actual 360 globe in the background kind of bouncing on some sort of like puddle or something like that, whatever that is. I love this interface. It's super slick. It's very Frutiger Aero as well. But in my opinion, this is the best 360 dashboard. I actually think this is a big improvement from the Blades dashboard, but it doesn't have a lot of the flat and sort of lifeless feel. Also, if you notice, it's a lot faster and it's a lot smoother. The modern Metro-style dashboard, of course, these days, you know, the Windows design interface has changed a lot, but the current 360 dashboard design is based off of the final RTM release of Windows 8 in terms of styling. The dashboard on 360s, regardless of whether you have an S or an E or an original model, it lags quite a bit. And, you know, for a while, I thought that was just issues with screen tearing or just weird upscaling issues with my 4K TV. But no, this interface in 1080p is gorgeous. Like, I'm looking, there's some slight artifacts on the top of each tile, but it's overall very, very smooth. And I'm sure if you were looking at this on a native 1080p display, I'm sure it'd look even better. Yes, it's 4K, so it's going to be relatively, you know, 1:4 scaling, but still, it's not going to be amazing because there's still a little bit of scaling that has to be done. It's still technically not native res. So, while it looks fine, this definitely is, you know, as good as 1080p can realistically look for an Xbox interface. And I'm very happy with this. I'm very sad that this isn't that a refined version of this is not just the current interface. Now, I'm not a super big hater on the new modern Metro dashboard. I actually like Windows 8 and I like the Windows 8 look. I know, sue me. The problem isn't that, it's just that it feels out of place on Xbox, and it's clearly designed for what would eventually become the Xbox One. And the 360 kind of struggles a little bit with that interface. This doesn't. This is beautiful. It's fast. Now, it is worth noting, obviously, this machine is freshly wiped. It's not bogged down by any sort of software or apps or games that are installed on the hard drive. So it's very possible that there may be some stutter and lag that may show up on this interface after extensive use. This is the only NXE Xbox 360 that I currently have. So the only other 360s I have are all on either the newest Kinect dashboard, the second to newest Metro dashboard, or the second to newest Metro dashboard, which is nearly identical but just has slightly different coloring. And then, of course, there's the first version of the Metro dashboard, which has a less dense array of tiles. So this one, oh, my cat just sneezed, bless you. So this one is obviously the best out of all of them because it's similar to the Kinect dashboard, but it has much more depth to it. And I don't really think that... Oh, wow. Rocco, are you okay? That's your third time you sneezed. You okay? Okay, he's fine. So this is definitely the best interface, and there's not really much else to say about it. So I think we're going to go ahead and open the tray and see what happens if we press open tray. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Of course, this has the matte black disc tray. Now, I'm not sure. Wow. Oh, yeah, so it looks like it's going to auto start. Oh. Well, this is strange. So it's asking for an update. Now, this game is from 2009. There's no doubt about it. The Kinect dashboard, which is the immediate dashboard after this, didn't exist until 2010. So theoretically, I should be able to update, and it should not contain the update to update the dashboard. That being said, even though objectively it wouldn't make any sense for this to have the dashboard update on it, am I a little scared? Regardless? Yeah. So I think I'm going to back out, which obviously it's not going to let me start the game if I do that. It's going to pop back to the dashboard. I'm going to try... Oh yeah, there's no... That is one thing that I wish they had updated, that they had added to this dashboard that I like about the newer dashboards. There's no X button to eject. So that is a little strange. Oh yeah. You had the mini blades as well. That's cool. Yeah, this is the best dashboard, hands down. The sounds it makes, beautiful. But they should have added the option to have an X to eject the tray, as I believe that's what the option is on newer dashboards. So, yeah, so there's no option to eject. I have to manually push the button on the console. But obviously the disc reader on this is fully good, which, again, this is a brand new system, so I wouldn't expect that, but it's not unheard of to see systems that are in storage for a long period of time have issues. So I'm going to try my other copy of Modern Warfare 2 and see if that allows me to run without any sort of issue. So we're going to try my current copy of MW2, the one that I've had for the longest of time. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay, so I actually just got these backwards. So the one I just tried to put in was the one I've had. This is the one That's the launch model. I mean, they should be the same copy. They look the same. But this is the one that's closer to what it would have came with. So maybe this one won't ask for an update. And yeah, the plastic is still on the drive too. I didn't peel that off. So this is the one I should have grabbed. The one without the yellow sticker on it. So we'll see if this allows us to play the game without an update. Nope. Okay. Again, I'm sure if I accepted this, I'm sure it's fine. It's a 2009 game. It came with the system. It's not going to update the dashboard. But I'm a little scared, so I'm not going to do it, which kind of defeats the purpose of unboxing an MW2 edition console now, doesn't it? Well. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to have to grab a different game that's not going to do that. I suppose we can try the first Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4, and see if that does it. Now, this is the Game of the Year edition, but it's still copyright 2007, so hopefully it's not going to update. So hopefully it's Game of the Year 2007, which, if that's the case, then that means it should play not only on NXE, but also on Blades. So let's see what this one does. And I'm likely going to end up muting the TV once the game starts, if it does start, because I don't want to get any sort of copyright strike on this channel for obvious reasons. So we're going to go ahead and mute the TV. And there we go. Yep, so that obviously booted up just fine. And it's still, you know, kind of on topic, for sure. But yeah, now again, I'm probably just being paranoid. I have a serious doubt that Modern Warfare 2 would update the dashboard, considering that the Kinect dashboard didn't exist until a year after Modern Warfare 2 was released. That being said, oh god, Ukraine, that aged well. So So Modern Warfare 2 theoretically should not host an update on the disk that would allow it to update the system beyond the new Xbox experience. I'm sure it's just an update to support the game in some facet. But that being said, until I actually verify that, I don't want to test it. And at the end of the day, we're focused on the addition of the console, not Modern Warfare 2 itself, which is obviously one of the most successful and most popular games of all time. So, although I'm going to be honest, I have my preference in the Modern Warfare series, and as much as you're not really allowed to have this opinion, I really think that the best one was this one. But anyways, the Modern Warfare series, of course, with Modern Warfare 3 that's coming out soon, if only there was some sort of way to celebrate the occasion, which you might have catched a glimpse of earlier. But if only there was some way to, you know, celebrate the occasion of Modern Warfare 3. But I guess there isn't, so we'll go ahead and just end. Oh wow, that's not what I wanted to do. 1x. Go ahead and end this video right here. This is already a 45-minute video, so if you stayed until the end, be sure to say cheesecake, bacon tits in the comments below, and I will happily pin those. Well, I'll pin at least one of those. Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't say I'll pin, because obviously you can only pin one comment. But either way, thank you very much for watching. Thank you all for 1,000 subscribers on this channel. I really appreciate it. I've got a lot of good content coming out soon. I apologize for taking so long to put this video out. I was kind of lacking the motivation to actually do it, if I'm being honest. But hopefully this will be the kick in the keister I need to actually get this channel properly going. And hopefully soon we'll be monetized as well, since we did hit the 1,000 sub goal. So hopefully we'll be able to put some more money back into this channel. There's actually a lot of systems that I plan on buying within the near future. There's actually one in particular that I plan on getting. It's Xbox related. It turns a decade old. That's obviously, that just gave it away, but there's a system I plan on doing. There's one I have at work that may or may not be in the box and may or may not be featured on this channel in a month and change, but we'll see about that. Anyways, this is Intellitech Mobile signing out. If you would also like to see a video on my 360 controller collection, of which I obviously have many, then be sure to drop a like on this video. If this video gets 10 likes, I'll do a video on my 360 controller collection, and hopefully that'd be interesting and not at all boring. But anyways, this is Intellitech Mobile signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, stay warm out there, given that it's getting to be winter and all that. And let me know that the best the best console that you've ever found a deal on, or, you know, have you bought a new old stock console recently? And if so, what was it, or just in your lifetime in general? I'd love to hear your guys' feedback and input. Any contribution in the comments helps algorithmically, so be sure to drop something in the comments, even if it's rude. I appreciate it anyways. So, this is Intellitech Mobile signing out. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a good one. Peace!